So, we're doing Gus. Oh, I just completely walked past
imagine
this.
my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Right, I see.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Wow. Why would you tell your son that?
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met me, we don't need a stepmom were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Oh, we can see the people in the bottom as well. Bounce on the heads. Okay, go over to the left.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to
Come here.
But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh, kids, what are you gonna do with them, eh? I'm busy flying a kite. Let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's go
Wind picked
fly
up,
a
and
kite
panicked geese
and
appeared and
send
quickly
it
went. But all the
soaring
humans did that day was go inside the tent.
up through the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Oh, let's go get struck by lightning. I mean, that's kind of the obvious thing that's going to happen here, right? Rain comes, thunderstorm. Benjamin Franklin did it. Everyone goes to the tent, but Gus stays outside. All the humans just went inside the tent. So, let's see. There's nothing else I can do here. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to go to the option screen. I think, yeah, pressing X goes to the option screen. So all the humans did that day. Wow, I wasn't actually expected to be able to go 360 degrees. Was it just? Dun. Oh, there they are. There's all the stuff. Well, does he get swept away in a hurricane?
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power, but all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Oh, whoa. Tornado?
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Alright, I guess brushed by the tent. What do we have over here for Dawn and Gus? Oh, is that family? Ugh. Greg's duties be a baby. Hmm. Okay, well, alright. Military families, eh? Oh, I didn't mean to...
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
Yeah, I don't think there's actually anything
At
else
the time,
around here,
it was
but...
as far away as she could get.
Yeah, that's a sealed door. Okay, yeah, let's go up. It's, whew, some heavy stuff. Hmm? Okay.
I can't imagine what
let's...
it was like for her to lose 2 sons after she'd already lost 2 brothers.
Hmm.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Trying to find solace something.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Fly to India! 10 ways to teach critical thinking. Oh.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
Which way do we go? What? Oh, this is just an easy way to get down. Right, okay, got it. For some reason, I didn't register the fact that it's like a fireman's pole, firefighter pole. But yeah, we want to go outside, actually. Alright. Up we go. Again, climbing while 22 weeks pregnant. Surely the bump is getting in the way of the climbing wall.
Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
Hmm.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
So we just expanded up. Of course, because they don't let the family members take the other members that are dead, their rooms.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Huh. Like a homeschool. Reading is a hoot.
But it didn't last.
The scientific method: observation, question, research, hypothesis, experiment, data, and conclusion.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Gave him a castle, wow. And kill the pots. Go around the other side. Nope, nothing of interest, nothing of value. Okay. Through the looking glass. It's not technically looking glass because the looking glass is a mirror, but it's glass, it's a window. Milton.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Flip book and a flip book. It's funny, magic paintbrushes tend to be a fairly common, like, fantastical item. But Milton just painted himself through a door. And off he went.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Well, back the way we came then.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Whatever he found in the house. This game does a very good job of sort of leading you along
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
the critical path of
After he
story
graduated, he just
exploration.
spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
So there was a cannery. That's probably why there was so much food for Walter there.
Lewis's
Shisha.
room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Well, yeah, after a while, the smell of certain things will permeate someone and expand the room that they live in. Alright. Marijuana. Alright, what's in the box? Institute of Psychology.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand
Hello,
your desire for an
we. Yes,
explanation.
indeed.
As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
I mean, I
Newly
don't.
sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Like, I can't blame someone turning
kept
to
working
substance
with him.
abuse
But he withdrew part of himself.
when you have a
In our
family
sessions, I
curse.
saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats
Ah,
and toads.
okay, this is interesting, by the way. Moving the character with the left
And
stick and
things
the
that
cannery
have
with the
no
right.
names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
Ah, nice perspective
I
change
worried
as well.
about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee.
But yeah, because he's
Methodical,
doing what he needs
tireless, focused.
to. Helps him focus.
Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
Where's the fish? There we go.
I even encouraged him.
To live out the fantasy, of course.
It seemed very promising at first.
Fantasies always do.
He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Okay.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
King Louis!
He no longer spoke at the cannery,
Doesn't exist anymore.
but his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination,
Well, yeah.
so he could do whatever he wished.
Like lucid dreaming.
He held an election for mayor,
Why?
and he won.
Why meh?
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
It's your imagination, you do whatever you want.
It became a game for him.
Also, I'm getting
He'd
It
conquer a
Takes
city,
Two
then
vibes from
immediately
this.
push on.
Like, the genre switching,
New
the
Louisville.
differences between the story and how you play it, and so on. I can see why this is a very well-regarded
St.
game.
Louis.
Also, I can
He
see that
started
this was
drifting away from our reality.
one that was trying to book the trend of simply being a walking simulator, even though it technically is, because the narrative is very strong.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
Oh, hello. Yep, Mum's not there. Why are the machines still on?
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
Surely they would shut the machines down if the cannery is going to be off, right? This shouldn't be possible.
The queen was on her own quest for
Radiant rainbow.
radiant rainbows.
Da-da-da-da.
He followed the sound of her
Silver harp.
silver harp.
And the fish keep coming.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Now the blades disappeared.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Wow, 3D.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
I am a god!
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
Yeah?
And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
I'm not sure that's quite true, but okay.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Hello? Oh, okay. LP Brown Cannery. And this is his locker. What on earth is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be a prototype DX?
He began to forget the world we know. I think
This
it
is my
pained him
palace?
to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Oh, he sees himself.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Yep. Hey, Lewis. How's it going? Yeah, yeah. So the blade isn't still going. Right, okay. Well, I guess that might be because the fish isn't getting close enough, actually. Hello! I am a god king! I'm going to kill you now. Hello? Oh, I guess I'm not going to kill you now. Okay, well, you carry on. You carry on with what you're doing. Maybe I need to find a weapon to really do him in. Hmm. Nope, guess I'm just going to ascend. See ya, loser. You are
I
the
still thought I
killing
could
cannery
save
king.
him.
Give him fishies. Nah, don't think I can.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Yeah. What are the names, Lewis? Not exactly companions if they don't have names.
Including
Okay.
the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
Calico? Isn't that a cat? I thought it was a dog at the start. Maybe I was mistaken.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Peasant 1, 2, and 3 are their names. Sure, peasant 1, 2, 3, etc., etc. Oh, there's the crown. Hello. Hello, Sword of Damocles.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Huh. So... Not a hand, a head.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
So the only person we don't know yet is Gus. And Edie as well, actually, I guess. Oh, Dawn as well, never mind. There's a few people we don't know about.